Greetings, Earthlings. So, this is my first video attempt in English, so please bear with me if I'm not always correct in the pronouncing because it's not my mother language, so to speak. So, March is getting to an end, and I would like to do some zodiac readings. So, yes, here we are. I hope you enjoy. Hello and welcome, dear Virgo. I hope I pronounce it right. Sorry for that. Well, let's take a quick look into your April. How it's going to be in the sections of romance, love, career, and your family life. I will directly start to mixing the cards for you, and we'll see what's going on there. By the way, if you like those kind of videos and you have the wish for any specific kind of pick a card reading, just let me please know into the description box, because I love to hear what you would like to see there, and maybe to get some inspiration out of it. And yeah, so you can check out my channel later to see if something in this kind of style came up. So Virgo, let us see. April 2020, what is going to be there for you? Whoops. Just to say, it's a general reading. It probably won't fit for everyone, and it's just a quick insight of the month. So maybe you will try or want to check out other videos I will post, or someone else. If it doesn't resonate, it's totally fine for me. So you could always come back and look what's in there for you. But still, I hope for some it will resonate and help you a bit out. So I'll pick the cards. 1 second. Love. Okay, the cards are, the spread is laid down. I took some Lenormand cards along the way as clarification, just that you know which cards are laying here. We got the Emperor in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, and the 7 of Cups in reverse when it comes to romance. When it comes to career, we got the 10 of Wands in reverse, it's not Judgment, isn't it? Is it Judgment? Let me see, I have to look it up. So I know the card, but I don't know the right meaning in English. That's to, yeah, okay, it's a Judgment in reverse. And we got the Eight of Swords upright in your career space. Good to know. So there in your family space, we got the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so far so good and interesting. In terms of your love life, like I mentioned before, we got the Emperor in reverse. So I'm reading it as if you're a female viewer. If you're a male, that represents you in a way. So just that you know. But I guess it's your partner which is represented here. If you have a partner, maybe I have to break it up in two sections, if you're single or if you have a partner. So if you have a partner, your male figure in this case is in reverse, and that indicates there's some kind of lost for it. So it's in their masculinity and the power, in the male power. You probably thought or think that this person might have been your divine masculine, but for me it's kind of representing the opposite, that he or she, because in this case, like I said, it could, if you're a male, it could be you, but if you're a female, if you're a male, it could also represent your female, which yeah, doesn't represent the abilities of the Emperor. So your partner isn't quite committed to it, doesn't have the seriousness for this relationship and the stability for it, or the stable ground for it in a way. Ooh, there was a card flipping out. Oh. Sorry. So let me see. What is the Emperor about? Yeah, okay. Fine, though. So we all know we're kind of in coronavirus mode and we don't have to, in most cases, leave the house or able to leave the house. But we got the park here, which is the clarification of the Emperor in reverse, which is this one. I don't know if I showed you before. So we got the male figure again, and we got the crossroads. So with this Emperor in reverse, I got the feeling like there has been some situation due to the fact that he doesn't want to kind of grow up and be in this divine male character you wish it to be. There's this distraction of going out, or has been, or will become, because we're talking about April, so this might come to you. Even though there's quarantine and stuff, I mean, you can still go out and do on your own stuff, or meet still some people in some countries, not everywhere, of course. Yeah, but there's this feeling of distancing and or meeting outside in kind of community. But it has also to do with some kind of decision or option. Who had which your main character has had to take. So I got the feeling of, I mean, the park doesn't always have to be just going out. It's, for me, in this case, distraction from outside. And maybe your partner is too distracted from the outside to become this strong male character and to make the right decisions right now. Okay? Further, we got the Page of Cups in reverse, which for me represents some kind of player attitude. There had been or will come, could for some, come love offer from this male character who wish to, right now still wish to be the divine masculine, but this offer isn't really an offer from the heart, as far as I can tell right now. We're going to clarify this as well for April Virgo. So just to quick say, if you're a male watching this, your female isn't in her male power, so to speak, and she won't take responsibility. She also has a tendency to maybe social distancing, or you have to meet each other outside somehow. Sorry. And you as a male part have to make a decision. Could also mean that if you're a Virgo, you're facing not only a decision to make or a crossroad, but also could there be another female which you have in mind, or which could help you out in a way, let's say with in a friendship. It's not always to be a male a female affair or something like that. So let's clarify the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, let's see. So after there's the anchor, the, I don't know, is it called storks? Oops. And the fish. So how do you see it? So for you, there could be, of course, feelings involved from your side for this main character, and maybe you had the wish for a new beginning with stability and seriousness, but as I see it from now, the main character isn't, I mean, he still has to make a decision, or there still has to be a decision to be made. Wow. But like I said, the offer of him isn't really trustworthy in case of the deep fulfillment of love and commitment and responsibility. And yeah, he isn't in his divine power in this image to give it to you. And yeah, you have to still, there could be the opportunity that they want to offer you something new for some of you, but you have to really be sure about which way you want to go. Even though your heart is still with them, or there's a new one who you might have feelings involved. Yeah, but you have to prove it. And for me, I'm seeing it more that, because it's laying like this. So for me, it's saying your male partner you want to have, who isn't like grown up enough, who is kind of stamping on, or hitting with his feet the opportunity for a new beginning in April. So, and therefore the offer they got for you isn't quite sure. We also got the Seven of Cups in reverse, which always speak about some kind of illusion when it's upright. And when it's reversed, I got the feeling that you got the illusion that this would switch into this when it comes to this male-female character, and that this will turn out into your favor and be a new beginning, an offer for a new love beginning. But it's not, it's a very fresh new beginning. So it could be that for some it will be someone you already know for a bit longer, or there's someone you have in mind, but you're just kind of dating state. And this is how I see it, that your illusions with it and your options are running out, or from your illusion you're getting to the de-illusion, I would say. So you might get into kind of reality with it. I'll put some clarification on this card. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. The tendencies for this, I guess that you might come to the point in April when you say, I won't let myself blend anymore from you. If you are not in your power, I won't give it any more love into you. And you got kind of no options more. I was Denglischen. So the options, the crossroad, the way you have to took, it's like, I don't have any options anymore. I have to leave this forever, or at least for a good amount of time. Let's say how it would turn out in the end. I mean, people can change every time. I do believe in this personally, but it's always kind of hard. And for some males, let's be honest, it's hard to grow up and be in their male divinity. So for this card with the illusions, with the Seven of Cups, we have the Child. Maybe it's an indicator that it could trigger some childhood issues or traumas from your past and come up to the surface. and triggered you to this point that you have to say, okay, no more lies to myself and no more illusions here in this situation. Because we get the book and it's, for me, also talking about some kind of secret knowledge which lays within it. And the Tower, which is talking about distancing. So, as I can see, you have to probably distance yourself if you haven't done it before, but you will with this delusion, distance yourself, figure out, be triggered in a way by your childhood issues, and they have some kind of secret knowledge for you to maybe grow and to overcome this for you. I'm just talking about you right now. Could also mean that your partner got childhood issues as well, which are very much grounded in themselves, like as in your part. And yeah, you have some personal distancing going on, and to figure out what feelings you really have. Also, they have to figure out in this time, if there's a distancing, of course. Yeah, and there has to be some, I mean, it's just an advice. There has to be some transformation in it. As far as I can tell, you're more looking into, when it comes to April, right now, you're looking more into the stagnation of the situation, of this relationship, or new love, whatever, or new love offering or option, that you're like more into distancing yourself, shutting it down, burying it, and leaving to take some distance again. That's what I can say by now for this when it comes to romance for April 2020. Let me know if it resonated. We are putting the cards back again for the clarification, and we're going to the career section. So, we got, in terms of your career, we got the 10 of Wands reversed. So this speaks to me of a great burden you had recently to carry. I mean, we all know the business situation right now due to coronavirus is very bad, or in bad terms, and you probably had, or still might have a bit in April 2020 when it comes to your career, a bit to carry on this burden. And sorry, I'm not looking for anything strange on there, it's just my cat. So, but I can say for now, in some way you're gonna drop that burden, or it's going to burn out in a way. So in a good way, not just being burned out and have this illness going on. We will take some clarification cards on that. Okay, fine. Okay. So, as I can say, for April, and what is this burden about? So, when it comes to clarify the 10 of Wands and this burden situation, we got the O's, which is talking about a community, and also about fears or gossiping. So there could have recently been some kind of gossip situation in your workspace, or some kind of, let's say, manipulation, or you got some fear. No, I mean, in general, it's probably could be for everyone who is like, in terms of corona. So but also we got the, I don't know if it's right to say sense. Let me know how it's really said, if I said it wrong. But which indicates for me that there has been some trouble, there has been some fights in a way, or let's say manipulation, or power struggles, could be because of your dreams and wishes. We got the stars as well. So, or you might have some real big responsibility with your job, and including some fear or social fear in a way, which led you to some fights. Well, in this case, it's funny because we got this card has a 10 in it, and this one has also a 10. See there, but it's in reverse. So 10, I guess, is always about ending a cycle. So for me, with the 10 of this card and in combination with this card, it's like, okay, the struggle is finally over, at least in April. So let's see, what do we have next here when it comes to your career? Like I said, we got the Judgment in reverse. Which could or gives me the feeling of a new start, a fresh start, like the wood or that has been burned with this conflict before, and there hasn't been like some, I guess it's resurrection, like a phoenix coming out of the ashes. So I guess the positivity of this and your wishes to come into fruition and let's say get into manifestation are kind of still, even though there's this burden laid down, there's still not a major great new beginning with it. And we'll see what it is about in a minute. Yeah. Okay. So we got the lilies. We got the snake as clarification, and the anchor. That indicates for me there could still be, even though there has been struggle, like for some in a way, with kind of mobby gossip situation with more than one person before, there's still like one, it could be a female, who got the conflict still in mind and the wish to still make some kind of conflict with you in April. And that's for sure. Even though you might feel like the feeling you want to clear things up and want a purification or a purge in a way, there's still this manipulation going on. Yeah. Or there could be two people involved, a male and a female. In which case the male represents someone who is more kind of trustworthy and it's more on your side, and the female is still wishing to get into conflict, like and to, how do you say it in English? It's to get everyone around you to kind of, sorry, that's my chair. So to get everyone around you and kind of the feeling of, yeah, misliking you. So that could be their driving force. So you have to be careful with that. And that's what's kind of blocking out this new beginning. Also we got the Eight of Swords, which tells me that you got deep fears, and at some point I'm willing to see what's really going on around you in this situation. I'll clarify this real quick. But you might get some news about it in April. That was just a card flipping out, and I will take it, not really, but just for a bit of impact. Okay. So we got the mountain. We got the house. And the cross. So, yeah, for me it's like you got this fear of not want to see and not want to reflect on this. You don't want to see what's kind of binding you around you, and you don't want to see and you don't want to act, really. You just want to block things out. And we see it with this mountain again. There's a blockage laying there. Even though you want some purification on that. Oh, that's right. If it's wrong, I will write a better meaning for it. Yeah, and it's like you even if there's really a mobbing situation kind of going on, you have the wish to really to block yourself out and to go more into your home space. Also, it refers to me that you have to kind of because I mean it's a thing of your belief system as well. I mean there could be in a way religious issues with this case, or kind of cultural issues going on, but yeah. And you have to be careful that your blockage, that you don't want to reflect on this and that you don't really want to deal with it, that you might also get into yourself into this manipulation attitude and to raise conflict. Because I can see you got wishes and you want to get into your potential and some kind of manifest it, but it's like the feelings of the clarifying cards together are really the feeling of this image for me. So you're stuck in a situation and you can't move because of your seeing, but also your vision from your spirit. Might have some issues with your subconsciousness in a way. Maybe there's also the tendency of Virgos that they are too nice, that they're, because it's a sign of how do you say, it's a sign of devotion in a way and giving. So if you're not good in saying no and make up your point in this situation, then you don't, or you won't for sure, have this let's say fruitful new beginning in this area. Could also mean that you have, for some, that you have to leave this workspace completely and try to find a new beginning in later on in the year. But I guess we'll go there the next months when I upload some new insights for you. So this was your career for April. I'm going to take back the cards. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I guess, when it comes to love, for the single Virgos out there, this includes as well that you should not trust your self-illusions, right? I mean, it came out through the general reading I took before, but I just wanted to say, yeah, what else do we have? So Virgo, we still got your family structure for April going on. I just have to take a quick look to my cat. We got the Nine of Pentacles, which for me includes that you're really social distancing in April, by the way. But let's see. Oh, there was a card flipping out. Okay. But you're definitely more focusing on yourself when it comes to family. Let's see. Okay, but your intentions towards family are very loyal, very friendly with the dog. Or there is someone in your family who is kind of a good friend for you and which has pure intentions and wants the best for you. Also, you might have pure intentions for your family in staying away, maybe, with the social distancing card, kind of. Yeah, you got good hopes and wishes for them, even if you're staying far away, and more focusing on your self goals. There could also have been a situation which had burned you and where you have been fearful and there wasn't kind of like a good new beginning, but could also have been with your father, yeah, the main character of your family, But let's see furthermore for the family section. We got the Knight of Wands here, which represents someone younger, probably male, as you could be a younger male sibling, or someone who's kind of the same age as you, or a bit older, like 1 or 2 years, or vice versa. Yeah, who tries to reach out in a bit. Or if this represents you, dear Virgo, if you're a male, or you could be a female, you might want to reach out to one of your family members, maybe your mom, and get to her because of all the stress which is going on. But you want this with friendliness and pureness and, well, good luck and wishes. Okay, interesting. So, we got the snake. We got the book. And we got the fox. So, as I see it for now, I'm more sticking to the story that you want to be alone, right? If you're female and you don't want to reach out to your mom, it could also have to do with something with your mom. Maybe your youngest sibling is acting out of fear and wants to reach out to you, but has some manipulations going on. Even though they try to be a loyal person and friend to you, or to the other person whom you have struggled with inside your family relations, they want to offer you some secret, some pure secret, pure with the lilies, some pure secret knowledge. But still, they kind of sneaky with it. I don't know how this really plays out in the reality. Let me know if you want. Because it's like the good wishes have to do with something sneaky, or they have some wishes they want to fulfill. And they try to be still loyal, but they have to be manipulative to get from you this pure information or knowledge. Also, we got the Hanged Man, which kind of, yeah, I mean, it could represent another person in the story. Maybe there's someone who has a specific mindset which doesn't really fit to yours, or a world view, or you are kind of in this Hanged Man position in this case of situation with your family in April, that you at least want to stay alone in a way and work on yourself. But you are in this if you're in this Hanged Man position, you're acting out of fear. If it's someone else, they do too. Just so that you know. If this is another person and not your mom or like a sibling, which I mentioned before, it could be the sibling, which is an kind of the wrong view because of this fox and snake thing which is going on. But if it's another person, yeah, they're, like I said, acting out of fear, but it could also mean that the person mentioned before have this position that they had to probably switch their beliefs, yeah. So with the manipulation we had before, there will be conflict again. And then the secret knowledge is not only about pureness, love and friendliness, but it's also about a belief system with a cross. Because we have the cross now. We had the senses before and the cross now. And we have this. I still don't know what it's called, but you know. So in terms of, they try to trick you. When we're talking about one person, they try to trick you. If it's a sibling or mother, whatever, what else? They want to give a secret knowledge, which has to do with the belief system they're into, or this wrong belief system they want to preach and tell you this has to be. And that's getting you all into kind of conflict and manipulation. If you're, even though if you're still kind of be friends and loyal to each other, if it's another person, not one we're talking about, or we have been talking about, and like this is representation of another person, so they still try to manipulate you and get you into conflict. They have a kind of other belief system, could be cultural, could be religious, but just in general. And they think that's their belief system is the purest. Even though there might be sneakiness because of their dreams and wishes they want to fulfill with all this struggle, there might be some luck for you, at least. So yes, that's all I have for you for this pile and spread, or however you say it. Well, let me know if that resonated. I would really like to hear from you. Give me a comment and tell me about it. That's been your Virgo April 2020 read. I hope we see each other again in May. And yeah, if you like this video, give this video a like or subscribe the channel. I would love to see you again, and I hope it helped, or it will help you. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy during this time, and yeah, much love and blessings for you, and see you soon. Bye bye.